Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special episode of Seeing Crime. I'm Zelda Kelly, and today I want to ask you, have you seen the closing arguments for Ashley Benefield, the Black Swan, the ballerina case? I'm calling it the bashing of the ballerina. I don't know what it is about these prosecutors. I mean, we have it in the Karen Reed trial, pardon me. We had it in Baldwin, and now we have it with Ashley Benefield. We had this detective who, neglected to do this, or didn't check this box, or didn't do that. And when they have it in their mind that they want to get you, they're going to do everything they can to just get you and then move on. I'm hoping that there's some responsibility that is going to be taken in that particular segment with this detective. But you know what disgusted me even more was the two prosecutors, female. Were they really even female? Okay, so the two female prosecutors that wanted to get up there and bash. And not only did they bash Ashley, but they bashed every one of us, that's right, me included, that has experienced DV in some way or another in our lifetime. And it is scarring. They made this woman sit there and relive everything, made fun of her, was yelling at the jury. Now, it's my understanding there's a jury of 6 in Florida. In this particular type of case, it's not 12, it's 6 jurors. There's 5 women and 1 man. I don't know about you, but if I were on that jury, I would have quit. But I digress. We are here to look into this. The jury is now out for deliberation. And the judge says, look, if we need to give them dinner, we're going to give them dinner. We're going to let them go. Do I think they're going to come back quickly? Yes, I do believe that they'll be back before Friday. Let's see what's going on here. In the meantime, do me a favor. Subscribe and click the like button, will you? Because it helps me. Because I love bringing these things to you. Let me know in the comments if you watch this or not. It's sickening only for me because there's a repetitive pattern in these cases that we're seeing now of overindulgent, power-hungry prosecutors. There are many that are really great people, but this gives them a bad name, just like the cop thing, right? I'm all for it. I'm all for the good guys. I'm all for the good guys. But when you see this, it's kind of disgusting, don't you think? Let's lay out a foundation. But today, I'm going to introduce to you the Kipper deck, I can never say this, pardon me, Thelema Lenormand Oracle type of deck. And then we have a tarot. We're going to move our hand of fate over. We're going to lay the foundation. But today I want to draw the cards from the Lenormand deck. Now, with this particular deck, you read in pairs. You don't just draw one. And in these other decks, you can draw one and get the answer. But with this particular deck, you have to draw 2. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to pick a card for you. We're just going to pick a card because I want to see where Ashley, in this case, is headed. The prosecutors, I think, stubbed their toes on their closing arguments, in my own opinion. Now, before we go any further, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not a doctor. I'm just some gal who's got an opinion with a deck of cards and who loves having you here, and we do readings and we share our opinions. And that's what it's all about. We're allowed to do that. Let's get the foundation for Ashley. And I tell you, at one point I thought I was going to hear, what if anything? And I'll allow it. All right, I digress. Here we are. I'm going to pick this card. It's like staring at me. Look at that. 8 of clubs. Now that's what this is, and we're going to explain it. All right, here we go. Angels, guides, and spirits. Here we are. Okay. This is number 21 with the 8 of clubs. Number 11 with the Jack of clubs. 2 more. And then we'll lay this foundation and we'll talk about it just for a minute. There's 1 more. That's Miss Ashley. Isn't that a pretty card? With an ace of spades. Sorry about that. I had to talk with that a minute. The 29th and the ace of spades. That ace of spades is not a good card to read way that I read cartomancy. And many of you may notice that. But let's get the foundation and we'll talk about it. All right, here we are. Here we are. There we go. And look at this. And the child. The Jack of Spades, number 13. That all resonates pretty well. Let's put this deck to the side. We'll talk about these cards. I like to show you the different cards because, you know, they tell such good stories. I hope you can see this. The lighting is not so good, but I hope you can see it. I'll put these to the side. All right. Obviously, I'm just going to come out and say it. This is Ashley. She presents herself as a lady, someone who wanted to protect her child, wanted to feel like she was doing the best thing that she could. Ashley is young, and so she had a certain way of thinking and doing. Now, let's go over here. This rock card, solid as a rock, foundation, but this is a mountain to climb. This particular case, this 8 of clubs, is a gamble. 2 + 1 is 3, and I'm going to say that, once again, I believe that the jury will be back by Friday. Today is Tuesday, so we'll see what that says. Now, this jury is going to have to whip some things into place. They're going to have to take control of their mindset and make sure that they look at the evidence. I do believe that the evidence is there for her to get a not guilty, but it only takes one. This Jack of clubs represents Ashley because she is younger. She's younger than anyone that's on the jury, so they're looking at that as well. This 11 is 1 and 1 is 2. Well, that could be Ashley and Doug, or Ashley and her child, and I think it's Ashley and her child. But this is something that this hard mountain to climb is going to prove that, well, there's some things there that needs to be handled. Now, let's talk about this ace of spades. For me, now, I learned a particular way of cartomancy from my grandmother, who learned from her grandmother, who learned from the cosmic unknown, we're just going to say. The ace of spades for me is not a good card. And right now, that's indicative of Ashley. She's certainly not in a good position. She is facing prison. That's what this card. Now, does that card mean that she's going to go there? No. It means this is her situation right now. That's what that means. It's also a timing card for winter. So I think this past winter was significant I don't know. I have not followed this case a lot. So I'm going to leave it at that, and y'all can comment and help me fill in the blank. This child, and look, there was a dog mentioned in the trial, and I'm not going to talk about that because that was a part of the testimony and quite sickening. And I'll let you all look that up. But the dog and the child, and there was also a cat, but the dog took the brunt of it. That pretty much speaks for itself. 13 can be a very unlucky number, but not for the child. I believe that there is a childlike future ahead of Ashley and for her family. But I also believe it's going to be just like the Karen Reed trial, the Chiefs. I mean, they certainly believe that Ashley did this premeditated on purpose, and that's it. But you know, their family, and we can't judge. We can't judge. All right, here's our friend, the Kipper deck. We're going to see what the Kipper comes out. We're going to lay 4 as a foundation, more if we need it. Here we are. First card, marriage, of course. That comes out. That was Doug and Ashley in the family room. I think that's where the incident happened. Oh my, okay. 3 and 21. Well, 21 is 3. 3 and 3, we've got some synchronicities. Why can't I talk today? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We have a lot of 3s. We have a lot of things going on here. But I do believe within 3 days we are going to know the fate of Ashley Benefield. If not within, I'm going to say it could be tonight. It could be within 3 hours, my darlings. It could be within 3 minutes. Could be within 13 or 21 minutes, okay? So anytime between now and the next, before Friday, I think we're going to hear a mature male that is the husband, Doug. And he goes right above Ashley. Wow. Okay, wow. Distant horizons. Well, this is definitely her future. And her future is in limbo right now. But I am going to say I do believe there is a silver tongue-tied, a silver lining around this cloud. And I do believe that she has a lot to look forward to in the future. That's what it's pointing to. Laying that there, putting this deck to the side. Now we're going to take this. I know most of you have seen this. This is a foil deck. Some people call it a rainbow deck, whatever the case. You'll know. You'll see how beautiful it is. So I thought for Ashley, we would get this. That card came out. We're going to put it back into the deck, but when a card spills out like that quickly, yeah, this 8 of Wands means that there's going to be something out of the blue quickly. Wow. Okay, I swear I did not get up on the wrong side of the bed today. I've just been talking all day, and wow, you know how that is. My mouth needs a reset. All right, so out of the blue, opportunity. I do believe that we're going to hear the news, maybe even when we're not thinking about it, and that is the number 8. All right, we're going to put that back in the deck where it was, and we're going to shuffle a little bit more. Okay, so here we go. And if you saw my last video, Bilbo now is a happy boy, no longer crying, having a good time now, and now he is resting on the side. So there we go. And thank you. Many of you commented on Bilbo and his meowing. Just wait till he and Shaggy get singing. You're going to love it. All right. Here we are. We're going to put this back on the hand. This is a very interesting mix. I do not know what Ashley's birthday is. I did not look that up before I started. Maybe I should have. Maybe whatever. If I don't know what sign she is, but this is the sign of Leo. It's also, we are in the zodiac time of Leo right now, which is also a confirmation that now is, within 3 days, I do believe that we're going to be hearing. This is strength, Leo. You see this woman overcoming the lion. And sometimes it's funny because I refer to this as sometimes, when we're dealing with another person, they act as though they are a lion with a thorn in their paw. And we just have to figure out how to overcome. And it's usually peace through strength, but it takes an infinite amount of strength from someone to handle this lion energy. Wow. This is pretty appropriate, isn't it? Now, first of all, that is Ashley and her husband okay. So I do believe that that is very appropriate right there. Now, and you can see these cards. Aren't they pretty? You see the rainbow there? Oh, I love these. They're beautiful. These were my son's cards, and he gave them to me. Does not read often. I don't want to say anymore. He does not read often. So we cleared them and I inherited them, and I'm sure happy that I did. This is the 5 of Cups. We saw this in a previous reading that I did about the key witness and about what this means. In this particular case, there's regret, and I know that Ashley has regret over this. It's a different type of regret, though, I'm going to tell you. It's that regret of knowing that this is something that she should not have done. However, she didn't feel there was any other way out. And not that there's justification for a lot of things, and I'm not judging, but she just regrets going through this. Who wouldn't? She looks forward at everything that's broken, and yet has not really looked back at the wonderful things that she still has in her corner. Her family, her child. Yes, she's got some bridges to cross. Yes, and there's a home. Yes, she's got to be able to cross this stream to go forward. But I believe she's going to do that. That's how she's feeling right now. Literally, as I'm recording this, it is, I don't think, give me a second. I'm going to check the time. 5:02 p.m. on the 30th. The jury is in deliberation. So they are there now as we are looking at this. 3 of Wands. I'm not so sure how many charges there were, but once again, we have a number 3 here. So 3 is significant in this case. We may know it after the jury comes back with a verdict, but definitely they're going to choose, and I do believe it's going to be very soon. You see this looking out into the horizon, knowing that the jury has the fate of this young lady in their hands. This cloak, this red cloak, is power. The green is definitely a material side of the power, but there's a very small portion of the arm that is in blue, which is an emotional part. So this is supposed to be a well-rounded card. However, the jury has the power to decide. And that is definitely what it is. And by the way, I did mention, but that is the husband, Doug Benefield. Here we are. This is jury deliberation. This is bringing to the table what they feel is their own ideals. This is a number 5. There are 5 female jurors. You can't make this up. Come on now. 5 female jurors, 1 male. Don't know anything about, but these are mature people, from my understanding. Experienced is what I'd like to say. I do believe that they're in deliberations now, and they're working out all of the kinks of all of this information. So now we're seeing currently, as we see this right now, is currently how things are right now at this minute. What I would like to do is I want to take another tarot card here. I want to ask how this jury deliberation is going to work out for Ashley. Will she be acquitted, or will she get the lesser included? Let's see. There's the Star card. That's also an Aquarius, and no, that's not what's-her-face bleeding over into this reading. We see that a lot too. This star is definitely hope, it's blessings, it's meditation, and especially that it is balance. I believe with this card and with the cards that I'm seeing on the table, if things go in the direction that I see they are right now based on this layout, I believe she will be acquitted. Now, that can change after this if someone decides that they want to change their mind. However, I don't think so. I think the prosecution really made a Mickey of themselves today. And I really believe that they hurt their case with their very belligerent female rollerball. Anyway, trying not to be. I'm trying to be a little unbiased. All right, here we are. We're going to draw two more of these. Get a final confirmation, a final word. Unexpected income. There we are. The 27th. Now, I got news about the 27th. 39 community. All right. Number 27 is when this incident happened. It was September 27th of a few years ago. Don't remember the exact year, but it was number 27. That reduces to the number 9, and 9 reduces into 3. Okay, so it's not unexpected income, but I think there's going to be, this is an unexpected income of the jury coming through with a deliberation and with a verdict. Now, community, number 3. This community seems to not be so upset about it, but this community is family. And both sides' families are really feeling not so good about this. Now, I want to see angels, guides, spirits, give us the indication. Okay, I'm getting that she will be acquitted, but let's see what the cards are saying. It's a 2. There is a great possibility she would get a lesser included. I've got to say it. And it's because of this right now. Because of this deliberation, and it looks like they're going to have to be going back and forth. And so it looks like there's going to be 2 jurors that are going to be a little on the stuck side. So praying for them to come out. I'm going to say she will be acquitted. However, I think there's a lesser included that right now, as things are going, may be what the verdict is. We have to watch. And you know what? Some of these things are not slated in stone. I've got to tell you this. Why? Because there's so much free will. All it takes is someone changing their mind, and sippity-doo-dah. This is null and void. The tarot is here meant to be, and the way that I was taught with cartomancy and tarot, that it is meant to give you guidance and direction, not to give you a strong foothold of where you need to walk, where you need to go, what you need to do, what you need to say. it's not supposed to be that. It is supposed to give you that guidance, direction, and knowing the path that you go on, what happens if you take this path, and what happens if you take that path, or what happens if you don't take any path at all. So I'm going to say that I still feel that she will be acquitted. But right now, under these circumstances of them deliberating right now while I'm making this, there is a possibility and a chance that there's a lesser included. So let's just keep a prayer vigil going on for the best outcome for Ashley. I do believe that she is innocent based on the information. That's my own opinion. And of course, you're always welcome to come in and give me your opinion, but please play nice, because we're here to love each other and get along and find out what's going on. So let's watch. I want to thank you so much for coming here to this special episode of the ballerina bashing, and prayers for the ballerina and her family and for all. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and do me a favor, comment. Let me know how you feel. And we will talk to you again very soon. Stay tuned. We got more coming out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time.